Hello, people. We are back. A2TP, the podcast, episode 242. And we back for another episode of Us. It is your boy, International Walt, and I am here with the beautiful...
The co-hostess with the most is your girl, Tosh. And 242, woo woo. That was my class number at Girls High.
It was.
Yeah.
242. I don't know why I was thinking 246, but yeah, 242.
242, class of 1990.
And you're the only person I ever knew who went to Girls High. So it ain't like I know somebody else who went to Girls High.
Yeah. It's funny, I seen a girl that, actually, I'm sorry, my cousin. We just, we don't have a close relationship, but we follow each other on social media, and she had posted, it was her daughter goes to, and it was like, wow, like, sheesh, I can't even imagine where her class number has to be like 27 something now, because I graduated so long ago.
Let's start the show. How are you?
I'm doing good. Mentally, I'm a 9.
Wave it.
Yeah, I'm a 9. I was a little bit. I have some struggles when it comes to my emotional intelligence. When I feel like somebody is trying to pop off a little bit.
Well, you ain't talking to me about this.
I know, and we'll talk about it afterwards. Ain't nothing. I promise, ain't nothing. But
Ray need his ass beat.
No, this had nothing to do with work.
Oh.
Why would you?
Alvin need his ass beat.
This had nothing to do with work.
I think it was men in your life.
It had nothing to do with a man.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, it had something to do with a lady.
Babe, I'll put you this. Somebody had posted. All right, so here's the high level. The situation that went down in July.
Yeah. Somebody
had posted something subliminally, and I didn't see it because you know how you don't see everybody's posting stuff on Facebook. So when I did see it today, I hop right in the inbox because I don't do the subliminal messages. Like, tag me next time because I whatever and mind your business. So, and I sometimes, I don't want to say it's my problem, but I address stuff. Like, I don't like the whole...
Oh, you're absolutely supposed to.
Yeah, and it's but sometimes I wish I was a little more emotionally mature and I can allow myself to just whatever, and ignore stuff. But I can't.
So who was up for?
It ain't nobody up. It's Regina. I mean, I can say it because I don't care.
What's up?
Yeah.
Up.
Yeah. But it was like she had posted something and it was like something about her family member and she don't play, and it was like, girl.
Get the fuck out.
Exactly.
Yeah,
so now I'm a 9 though, because I was a little riled up. Like, you know how you send somebody a message and you wait and like, did they reply yet? But I'm off it. But I'm a 9. I feel good now. I feel awesome. Financially an 8. Thank you, God, for all of his blessings and allowing us to be a blessing to others, and not just financial blessings, like, physical blessings, mental blessings, even just blessings in general.
You need a lot this week, huh? Financially though, you need a lot this week.
I need a lot.
Mm-hmm.
My car.
Was it? I don't know.
I don't know. You tell me.
Yes, I need a lot this week.
Well, you didn't tell me about it.
I ain't nothing to talk about. It's just, you knew what it cost before it went in.
I don't know if it was like something extra that, All right. Work is a 9. Work is good. It's extremely busy. I started interviewing today because I have an open position. I wish I had 3 open positions, but I only have 1. So that's that. And then physically, I feel amazing. I'm gonna say I feel like a 10 right now. Nothing is hurt. Well, all right. My muscles are a little sore from working out, but I feel great. Like, nothing is. My sciatica was acting up early, but at this moment, I'm a 10. I feel good. I've been lifting some weights. I've been going to the gym more often.
She's been lifting.
Yeah.
She's been bucking the system.
And I feel great. I feel really good.
She like it in the pit.
I do. Yeah. How are you?
I'm good. Mentally, I feel like a 9 also. Finances is always going to be an 8 because you got to keep a bucket. Work is, work's at 8. Yeah, work's at 8. We'll get that's another story.
Mm-hmm.
But work's at 8. Physically, I feel like a 10. Yeah, I feel good. Working out pretty hard. Did a good hard workout today, lifting weights, doing some different stuff. So I feel awesome. I feel good. I feel spry. I feel, you don't want to talk like that because then shit happened. But I feel good.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I feel
I think
spry.
it's okay to admit. It's funny because lifting weights, I feel like I leave the gym feeling energized instead of depleted. Now, things may be hurt and sore, but it's
it's the weights.
And they do say when you lift weights, the good thing about lifting weights is you keep burning calories even after the fact.
When we leave from the green area, when we're done, we're exhausted.
Yeah,
leaving
that's when we do a lot of cardio and
then when
circuit
we're
stuff.
Coming from the back out of that pit,
I be walking through what? You want to grab some more? Like, what's up? I walk through there like, let's skip. I feel a difference.
So yeah, it's the weights. It's throwing around heavy weights. That get you going.
Yeah.
And you get stronger and stronger week by week. You get stronger and stronger. Yeah. It's not like you only can lift this amount of weight for a year. Like lifting heavy weights make you strong.
And I feel like too, it's a mental challenge in addition to a physical challenge because you want to see like how much more you can do. The other day when I went by myself, I did the bench that we do, but I did not take it real low because I was like, first of all, there ain't a lot of people in here, and I do not want to have to be embarrassed and holler for help if I can't get it up and it falls on me. But I did do it, and I stayed in my lane. Like I didn't try to do nothing crazy. I did just regular dumbbells. I sat on a bench like over in the corner by the mirrors, and I did some different dumbbell lifts and stuff. But I was back there in the pit by myself. Yeah. What's your wows and woes this week?
My wow. What's my wow this week? Let me think. Just my wow is that I made it another week. I had a stressful week, and I'm glad I just made it through it. Yeah, I'm glad I made it through it. Thank you, Jesus. No physical damage, just mental and emotional. And my woe is I was three of my jobs got flooded at work, like flooded, like not a little water, like flooded. I just did a space called Adapt Health 40 days ago and completely flooded. 6 inches of water in there, everything's trash, floors, everything, walls, everything done. Just did a space vault, did a final inspection last Friday, or the Friday that just passed. People were supposed to move in on Monday. That didn't happen. Space got flooded, 6 inches of water in there. Now everything went today, everything's dried up, but every carpet is slushy and tiles are peeling up and curling up and smells just like it's wet. And 150 people running around from the remediation team trying to, contain water and dry stuff out and fans going, and it's just a whole lot going on at work. So just pulling up there, it's like, oh my God, like the phone is about to start ringing. I'm talking to 30, 40, 50 people, meeting people from different environmental groups and this and this and that, and it's just a lot. So it's like, gotta take a minute to breathe in the beginning of the day in the car and get my head right, because I know it's not my mistake by any chance, not my mistake, but a mistake that just happened. Like, I call it God. An old pipe just busted. So nobody's fault. Building's old, pipe's old, got a lifespan, it broke. But yeah, it hurt because, I just was there 18 months, putting hard work in, putting dedication in, making things right, working for great people. And, when people get excited about their space, it's like, that's my prize.
Your ROI.
Yeah, like that. Yeah, exactly. That's my ROI. So it's like, I take this empty space and turn it into what these people want. They love it. They enjoy it. And they wasn't even there for 2 months and totally fucking destroyed. Like, just totally destroyed. And again, it's not sad where I'm going to be crying or something like that, but to see them cry, to see them upset like that, it's like, damn, it's just heartbreak. Like, water is a motherfucker. Like, water getting some shit, it's bad.
It's crazy. The water gives you life, can give you life, and also destroy.
That's my woe. That's why work is an 8. That's why, it's just been an emotional week. Last couple days of, damn, I can't believe like everything I did there is gone. It's done. I can imagine how people feel like when they house get flooded or something like that. It's like, holy shit, everything I had is gone. I spent 18 months doing these 2 spaces, and in 50 minutes they both gone, and everything in it. So, yeah. How about you?
Well, my woe is you. I can say in the years that we've been together, which has been 999,000 years, there are very few jobs that I feel like you care about the work that you do, but it's almost like, and we've had this conversation, when you're done a job, you like disconnect from it. Like it was a job, on to the next. And I know the kind of work that you like to do. Like I know you like to do more modern finished work, like not just your basic standard office renovations. And you seem to have had more of a passion about, the jobs that you've been doing lately. And I think it's partly the work, and then partly the work inside of you that you've done, that you just seem to approach work differently. So to see you care this much is a shock to me. Not that I think you wouldn't care if something like that, something disastrous like this happens, but when you're usually done a space, it's like hands washed. To see, you, and again, you didn't cry, but I could see it being heavy on you, that something that it bothers you. And that's just a woe for me. Like I hate seeing you upset about that. Especially I hate seeing something bothering you. And not that I want to be in control of everything, but it's absolutely nothing I can do to fix it. I can be your shoulder to lean on. I can rub your back, do whatever else to make you smile. But I know, that's heavy on you, and that it's heavy on me. So I'm so sorry that, you're like, it's almost like you're you it's like an artist losing their artwork, and you mourning
exactly.
the work
it's
that
like
you did.
What was there that people were still complimenting, oh my God, this space is so good. Wow, oh my God, we every time we see you, just want to say thank you. Like it's so good, looks so good in here. And now that shit is 3 inches of mud. Like you need rubber boots to go in there. Like that's how bad it is. And yeah, it just sucks. I mean, I hate doing shit twice. It's like I did it. It's great the first time. Like,
yeah.
And then back in the day, I wouldn't have as much enthusiasm to do it again.
But now
it's like, yeah, because I mean, I've never seen women crying because the space was fucked up. The office, they walking in high heels with water up to their fucking ankles and tears. The 2 women who run the building, I don't want to drop their names, but it's 2 women who run the building. They were distraught. Like they were over freaking whelmed. And it was just like, damn, like, dealing with a flood that didn't stop for 50 minutes that affected 30 spaces in your building of 150. It was like, oh my God.
Yeah.
So it was bad, and it still is bad. It's getting cleaned up,
20%
but
of your tenant.
Yeah, it was, and then nobody was there today. The fire marshal came, evacuated the whole building yesterday, shut everything down. They had to cut the water off, so if it's like you can't flush toilets, nobody can be in there. Yeah. So luckily, I had another job in the back of the building that wasn't affected that I was able to work at. But yeah, just bad.
Yeah, so that's my wow. Also, just seeing how it impacted you. My woe is that that was my woe. My wow is that I got a chance to spend some time with my best friend this week, and all the time, life pulls us in different directions. Like life is busy, and you don't always get the no matter how bad you want to, you don't have enough time to like do all the things you want and spend time with all the people that you want to, and it really takes organization and prioritization. So just happy that we were able to carve out that time and be able to see each other, catch up, love on each other. I took her some flowers, and just being able to
That's one of them situations where I believe you let people do what they want to do so you can see what they rather do. And people will make time for what's important to them.
Absolutely.
So y'all always, do that once a month or whenever y'all do it. And it's consistent. So it's like both of you carve out time for each other. And so that means y'all are important to each other.
Yeah. I mean,
Because
sometimes
if
we
it wasn't,
have to...
it would be like, hey, yeah, take a rain check. After a while, 2-3 rain checks, the person stops asking. It's like, all right, well, you get back to me then. Because all these rain checks, you keep deading it.
And sometimes we have to reschedule, or okay, we're supposed to go to dinner here. How about we go to brunch here? But like you said, we make it work because, despite the fact of what hardships life may bring, just spending that time with each other, giving, it's important. Just like we have our quality time, like you said, let people do what they want to do so you see what they rather do. And I value the time that we get to see each other. Because as you get older, you see those little memes and stuff that says the quality of your friendships matter more than the quantity. And if you have 10 friends, a husband, kids, maybe, a job, being able to see everybody all the time is virtually impossible. Somebody's lacking somewhere. So, you don't get a chance to spend time with everybody, but, you got to kind of, it doesn't mean you don't love everybody, but you got to prioritize.
Yeah, and with girls being as catty as they are, that's good to see. That have a real friend that, even if you have ups and downs with, you still, cool with.
Absolutely.
Football is back. Fall is back. The birds are back.
We're kind of dating ourselves with these shirts because tonight is the season opener, but here you go.
It is what it is. It's like, we can do it once.
That's my bird.
It's just that.
No, but I got a...
Are you ready this year, or are you you playing this year? Because you're not really a football fan. You bullshit. I got the floor. Then you can have the floor. I'm going to shut up.
Okay.
But you're not really a football fan.
I'm going to just take some notes.
You bullshit on your phone when we watching the game. You go off into space. You get up. You start wanting to, I'm going to start, I want you to cook, so you're going to cook. But you start, you're not prepared to sit down for the 3 hours and watch the game and talk about that. You'll be watching the game and say, oh yeah, I meant to tell you, Elvin had did this and this and this and that, and the girl had came, and then it's they started playing again, babe. Do we have to talk about this now? So you're not just focused. And this year you said you would be more ready. So I'm just asking, are you ready to be a football fan from September to February?
I am ready.
Sundays, Mondays, and granted, I'm not staying up to no 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock watching games, but 2-hour bedtime, if football is on that night, you would enjoy it. And not, if I'm enjoying it. If it's two teams you don't want to watch, then we can watch something else. But if don't be like, oh, you watching football, so I'm over here, or I stay downstairs because you watching football.
Okay.
Also, I just want you to know that sex is more important than football.
Okay.
All right?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
So, because we can have sex and I can go back to football. So, just that probably will be the only thing that is more important than football.
Okay.
All right. You got the floor.
Okay. So, one, I was the first person to put my shirt on today because I was ready.
Okay.
I knew it was the game. You did ask, if we can coordinate our schedule so that, we can be in time. And I was with it. I made it happen.
So who was the first to ask? Can we make sure we do it early?
No. I understand it.
Okay.
I'm just speaking specifically about the shirt.
Okay.
So all right, let me check that off the list.
When
we watch football, and I've said this to you, I don't like the, what is it called? Red box?
Red Zone?
No, the show.
Red Zone.
The Red Zone show, Red Zone, if you're not familiar with the show, it shows not highlights of the game. When the teams are in the red zone, yeah, when they're about to get a touchdown. It's like football ADD. I don't want to watch that. I want to see the game. I want to see the progression of the game. I'm a new fan. So let me get into the game. I want to see an actual game from the beginning to the end.
Some games are boring.
Okay, well, I gotta
And
get
if we're
adjusted
watching,
to that.
say, Baltimore and Cleveland, and it's the third quarter and it's 3-0, okay, let's go to red zone and watch some scoring. Because we're watching a 3-0 game and it's the third quarter. Like, it's boring.
I get that, but let's not start with and stay with red zone. Okay? So red zone is going to be an alternate if it's a boring game.
Mm-hmm.
All right? I'm going to jump down, too, to, this is not
go in order. Make sure it's all good.
Well, okay, all right.
Cover it all.
Time management is something that I have to take into consideration to make sure that we're prepared for the game. But also, let's remember, and I have an amazing husband. I can say this, and I don't care because, it is what it is. We believe in gender roles in our house, so there's certain things that he do, there's certain things that I do. However, there are some typical gender role things that we don't adhere to. So, like, for instance, my husband primarily cleans the house. And when I was a new wife, I used to feel some type of way about that. Not that he cleaned the house. I felt like I was less of a wife because I wasn't doing that. I accept it now because he goes to work, I go to work. He takes out the trash. We have a lawn guy. He doesn't do the lawn anymore. He does the snow if we get snow, but that's seasonal. So not to say he doesn't do anything else, but okay, I do the laundry, I cook. I make sure we eat all of our meals. So for him to clean the house, I'm okay with that. So I say that to say back to time management on Sundays, I just have to make sure that, laundry. So I may have to go back and forth and I'll do the supermarket.
I thought that's what preparation was because everything could just be pulled back a day. Where I don't have to do all this stuff on Sunday because maybe I can do the shopping order on Friday night. Maybe I could do the shopping order Saturday morning. Maybe I could do the laundry on Saturday. But even if we heading out Saturday to hang out, let me throw, like you always say, let me throw some loads in and then be consistent. When we come back, throw another load in. So tomorrow when Sunday comes, it's like, you know what, babe, all I got to do today is cook.
No, that's why I said time management. Whatever time management looks like. And even I love the fact that I work from home, even though I'm not always at home. So I don't have to just do the laundry on the weekend. As long as he got work clothes on Monday, that's all that matters. So that's it for me for time management. I would like to actually go to a game this year. Mm-hmm. All right, that's on our bucket list. Hopefully we can make it, happen. So that's something I would like. Yes, for the night games, I did add sleep and sex because those things are very important to us. And as I am aging, I always have loved sleep. Now I'm loving it even more. So I do want to watch the games. I just can't guarantee if it's a late night game that I'm going to see all of it.
That's why I put the caveat of 2-hour bedtime because I feel the same way about rest that you do.
Yeah, and
it's our most sacred place in this house. It feels the best when we get there and I look and see you again, and just sitting there, laying there, rubbing on each other with a hand or a finger. It's like I wouldn't want to be nowhere else. Yes. Except for probably like Jamaica with the same person on the beach. But this is cool too, like right here in the bed.
But I will say too, I've been thinking, and I haven't even shared this with you, so this is the first time I'm saying, I am trying to mentally first and then physically construct our life. I would like to go to bed earlier. Like I'll be tired. And I'll be tired. So that's that. Sleep and sex are important. I'm happy you addressed sex. Good. So this kind of ties into number 2. While yes, I do want to watch football with you, and I'm going to. But you are not necessarily an Eagles fan. You like the Eagles because you're more just a football fan. I want to have a team. Like I want to be focused and really be hardcore. Like right now, I'm just a bandwagon jumper, and I admit that.
We watch all the Eagles games, regardless if I'm a fan of them or not. I watch every Eagles game.
No, I know that. So I'm just saying, I may not be as into it with other games with you, but I am committed to watching the Eagles games.
This is where I think red zone comes into play because you can get a glimpse of, say, a half hour or so of, oh, okay, that's a hot team. Okay, those are hot, high-level players. They score a lot. Like, you get a glimpse of stuff instead of having to wait week to week to watch a game to be like, because I think you'll fall out of fandom. You'll be like, we sat here for 3 hours. I'm getting sleepy. This is boring. They not scoring. They making a lot of mistakes. And it's like, well, it's a game on the other channel that it's 24 to 30. Like they getting it in over there.
I know, but I still want to have.
Because we started with this.
I know, but when it comes to like the Eagles games, like I want to have some water. I'm not in the office, but like, you know, if I'm with people, I want to be able to chime into some water cooler talk if I want to.
But you have to pay attention for that.
That's what I'm saying. You can't just change the channel because it's boring. So that's why I'm saying, let me get in it. Even if the game is a little bit boring, let me get in the game and not have game 8. Red box is like adult ADD. Red zone.
Stop calling it red box.
Well,
red
because
box
they
was
show
a
the
DVD
boxes
thing they had at the supermarket that you put $1 in and get DVDs. That was red box.
Red zone.
Jesus.
Where they'll show like the quad box, where now you can look at 4 games. Who wants to see 4 games at once? No, don't get me wrong. Baby, it could be cool.
There's nothing better than a double box. I like it. I love a double box.
So this guy I used to work with, him and his wife, he had posted on social media, him and his wife turned their basement into like, I don't even want to call it like a man cave. It's like a sports room. They put like a bar countertop, some stools in there. They have 3 probably 60-inch screens. So that probably is cool, where you got all the screens around the room to be able to see the game. But, you know, those 4 squares on one TV, where are your eyes going?
Go to 1 square. They're not tiny squares. We
no,
have an
it's
85-inch TV.
I understand. It's just a lot. I'd rather just watch one game.
Jeez.
And then on, you know, going back and forth on commercials and stuff. But so overall, I am ready.
I'm ready for the fall. How about the crisp weather, the chill in the air, the sweatshirt weather, the hoodie weather, tuck your strings weather.
I'm ready. I'm a little bummed.
Jeans.
You know, I love a boot. I'm a little bummed that we didn't get like that in the summer, like
just left in September. It's left.
But usually summer ends September 22nd. We have dead fall weather now. Mm-hmm. Like it like I'm especially looking at the night, trees. It's
cold as shit in the morning when I wake up.
Yeah, I'm looking at the tree. Yeah, you wake up and immediately close the windows. I'm looking at the trees waiting for the leaves to you know, start turning. So I mean, I'm just grateful for another season to be coming, that we made it to another season. I'm not happy that summer is going. But you know what I think about? We talked about this on a previous episode. Back in the day, we went on one vacation this summer because, you know, we was taking road trips and that's what we did. Now we go, you know, just because summer may be going don't mean we can't go to some sunshine.
Right.
So I ain't too broken up about it. I'm not looking forward to it getting cold.
That's one of the perks of being Walt.
Yeah, I'm not looking forward to it getting cold. Because I do not like the cold weather. I'm not looking forward to it being dark early. Like, I love even if it's cold, I love the bright sunshine. Like mm-hmm. that, you know.
I like the sun, but I love the fall. I love jeans, no jacket, and a hoodie, a sweatshirt. Even at night, if you got to put a jacket on, because it's like, it just feels good to be clothed, like almost chilly outside, but you warm. Yeah. Like that just feels
My sisters
awesome.
and I call it JJ weather. We love a JJ. If you don't know, a JJ is a jean jacket. So we love JJ weather in the spring or fall. I love jackets, period. It's a little childhood trauma, you know, growing up where you only get like 1 coat a season. Now I probably overdid it with the number of coats and jackets I have, but that's a different conversation for a different day. Gotta check on my kids, make sure they got new JJs for this year.
And talking about outside and coldness and jackets and shit like that, we had this conversation about a half hour ago. Well, not conversation, but we posed the question. Is it okay to fuck outside? Because you sound like you were saying, although it's against the law, it's okay to fuck outside.
I mean, I think if you're not
and we're talking anywhere. Not unless you're saying it's okay to fuck outside except these places. Well,
see, I think it is okay under certain circumstances. It's not okay if children could potentially see you. That's a lot. That's
9 o'clock in a schoolyard.
9 o'clock at night?
Yeah.
In a schoolyard? And like nobody's out there? Who are you hurting? Like,
some people would think it's morally wrong to, like, if you're gonna fuck outside, go to the park or go somewhere else. Why you gotta go to fucking schoolyard where kids be?
But they're not there now.
I know that. I'm just saying that's the argument.
I mean, I don't see an issue with
Okay.
it. If nobody is going to see you, especially no children. You know, we went to a vacation one time and it was a nude beach. And not that we saw anybody having sex, but, you know, it was kids could have been walking up. There were some kids, like, not at our resort.
Were on the adult side. There were no kids.
No, not at our resort. But remember that beach, you can walk along
from
one
was
resort
some kids.
to another. Yeah, so kids were walking past and their parents were
and
having to like redirect them to just look ahead, don't look to your left.
Not what you think. It's not like a nude beach in Miami where it's like topless girls, sexy people.
No,
with
they were
great
everybody
bodies.
who was nude was 60 plus.
Yep, and out of shape and
saggy
fat,
balls, white,
little tiny penises with giant bushes around them. They look like buttons. They dicks.
Let's just mention this. It was a nude beach, right? The separation was, you know, it was like a line of bushes where you could see past it. But once if you were on this side, relaxing on the nude beach side, you were on this side, on the closed side. Once you go into the water, there was a rope separating. And they also had these floats that the hotel provided. So somebody from the nude side could take a float, go in the ocean, lay on the float, just floating along with their saggy raisin balls.
Or washed up red leathery vagina. Titties red, look like a baseball mitt.
Red leather vagina sounds wild.
Yeah, like it was bad. It wasn't like, again, good looking people with good looking body. Not people you would want to see naked. Like fat men standing at the bar with a drink, butt ass naked, hairy as shit, big ass belly. Like, what are you doing naked, bro? Like nobody, and trying to talk to people, like trying to strike up a conversation with another guy who's naked on the stool.
I will say this, and we've had this conversation under different pretenses. You are not a fan of being naked in person. And let me just say, not that I'm a fan of being naked in person, but there are some places where nudity is allowed, and there's a certain freedom in it. So we've gone to a Korean spa before, and in the bathhouse you have to be naked. I'm sorry, what's wrong?
Nothing. Go ahead.
It's gender specific, and did not like the experience. But I will say, for me, it's like and some people might think, you know, I'm a pleasant size, you know, I'm a fluffy size. I don't care. All the women in here are naked. I feel no shame, no insecurity. I don't give a hell. I ain't never gonna see none of these people again. One time I went with my sister, but again, I don't care about that, and I am 100% comfortable. There's sort of like a freedom in just like, like everything out, like we're just naked. Or if you're in the locker room, now, I don't think you should just walk around naked. But if like you get out the locker room, you got your towel on, you drying off, and then you gotta like put your bra and panties on. I think it's okay to sit the towel down, put your panties and bra on where you're nude for a moment. He does not think that you should be naked.
You leave your house, you shouldn't have your fucking clothes off throughout the day unless you're in a hotel or something. Like, no way.
He doesn't like that I get naked for a massage.
No, and I only allow that because, one, I'm not there when you go by yourself, and two, when I'm there, it's like, no, you ain't doing that. Keep your mouth. Well, I don't like it. No. I don't like it.
No, I took my draw, but I'm with you.
I know, but I don't like it. Your butt ass naked. What if some shit break out? We need to bust a move. You ain't got no goddamn drawers on. Like, nah, man. That's not cool.
Sheets rubbing along your drawers while you're supposed to be relaxed.
And fuck all that shit she talking about. Like, I don't feel that way. Like, you shouldn't be naked just on the hum. Like, these gyms and shit like that, yeah, they got showers, but you shouldn't just be walking around balls swinging in there. Like, it's a public space where other people are. Yeah, it's back here. You shouldn't just be in the mirror blow drying your hair butt ass naked while other men are trying to do stuff at the gym. That's not a place for that. Now sports locker rooms is different. You come off the field, you got to take a shower, and now they're enclosed, so you know there's walls there, you can't see people. But no, I didn't enjoy the experience. I didn't know that I was going to be thrust into a room with a bunch of naked ass Chinese men. I didn't know they were going to flop me around like a fish. I didn't know none of that shit. But so I'm not you know, I'm good with the experience. I'm not. I've never been scrubbed like that. Never been scrubbed like that. So I'm not.
So you would
cool
never
with
do it again?
No. Hell no. I would go do the other shit, but y'all not getting me in here naked again on this bench and flopping me around like this, like I was a fucking a snapper or something. Nah. The man didn't say a damn word to me. It just no. And then the whole experience of somebody, some other, nah, I don't like it. Old Chinese man or not, you're not scrubbing on me. Didn't like it.
First of all, it's a Korean body scrub.
Whatever.
So they're Korean, not Chinese. Your eyes are covered, so it's not like you see anybody.
Man, fuck all that.
Like
Men don't do that shit. Well, obviously they do, but I guess that's culture because there was a lot of Asian men in there. And I wasn't the only black guy in there, but it was like trying to look at the black guy like, yo, bro, like what we doing? Like if you get up, I'm gonna get up too.
ladies and gentlemen, if you have not tried a Korean body scrub, you do have to be naked. But I think everybody should try it at least once in their life.
Fellas.
I wish it was closer. I have heard about other places that are closer, but I'm a little skeptical because they seem a little and in that kind of environment I needed to be hygienically safe. But I wish it was closer because I would go like once a quarter. Mm-mm. Those kind of experiences, that we have, I think what amplifies them is just the relationship that we have. Like you are my homie, my friend, my lover. You're my him, you're my lobster. And I think our friendship and just being able to do whatever, whether the outcome is we like it, we didn't like it, we want to do it again, it is what it is. But we experience so many things together as part of our friendship. Where do you think our relationship would be if we weren't friends? And we've always been friends, but I think our friendship has just like intensified. Where do you think we would be if our friendship wasn't what it is?
We wouldn't be here. And not saying we would be in a bad place. But I don't know. I just know the one thing I do know is we wouldn't be here. Like we're here and I have a level of love and respect for you and admiration. And because you're my friend, because you're my best friend, because you've seen my worst moments, I've seen yours. I've seen your best moments, you've seen mine. So, and everything in between that. So I would hope that the man I am today, I would still respect you on a high level if you wasn't my best friend. Like if we were just in a relationship, but I had another best friend, I would hope I still respected you in that way. But there's just something that takes it to another notch when I just know like I can walk when I'm around you. Like I don't have to be anything else. I can be scared. I can be brave. I can cry. I can yell. I can be silent. Like I can do anything I want to have, any emotion around you, and I've never felt judged. So that's the pull. If the friendship wasn't there and you just was my wife and I talk to the homies a lot, like, I don't know if I would look at you the same as I do because we have this long friendship, this equity that we built up.
Yeah. I agree. I think our friendship is the foundation of who we are because, we were friends before we were lovers. And I think, too, us being friends in the times where we weren't at our best don't take this the wrong way, okay? Not that I've ever wanted to cheat on you or do anything but the fact that we were friends.
Watch your fucking mouth.
Yeah, is what, I wouldn't want to hurt my friend. So no matter, what it may be that may, it's just something that it's nah, I wouldn't want to hurt my friend. And I've talked to people about this before. I feel like so many people value friendships outside of their relationship. And it's you wouldn't do that to your homie or you wouldn't do that to your girlfriend. Why would you do that to your partner? They should be your friend too. Mm-hmm. That same level of respect you give your homegirls, your homeboys, it should be even a higher level of respect and consideration for your partner. So I think for me, our friendship has it has made that consideration of your feelings, my feelings, things to do or not want to do because of who we are. Like, I can't hurt my friend. Like, I don't want to hurt my husband. I don't want to disrespect my husband, but I don't want to hurt my friend in that way.
Yeah, and it's to keep it a buck. To be honest, just thinking about it, it's based with fear too. If you're honest,
I don't want to lose my friend.
Yeah, and it's like as your husband, like the respect and admiration and loyalty that I have to you supersedes me ever looking or not looking, but cheating on you with another
Who
woman.
You looking at?
I look at people every day.
I'm
But I'm just saying, the fear factor comes in because it's like, I don't, for everything that I've been through, being a fugitive and everything, it's like the feeling of the trouble I would be in. It's like, it scares me. It really, not like she gonna do something to me,
right?
But it's like the fear of losing an equity, a relationship that is not tainted, that we don't rock like that with each other, and all of a sudden we do this. It's like the way she looks at me with admiration and her king and letting me lead. It's like I feel like all of that is just gone, and I'm left with this person that don't know me. Like, she would be looking at me like everything you said to me, every conversation we had, every time we laughed, we cried, was all a fucking farce. And for me, it's just too much built up to be like, yeah, I don't care about that for some pussy. Yeah. Like, nah, that's not how I'm getting down. So it's fear in with the respect, if I'm being honest.
Yeah. 3 grams?
Sure. PJ Washington and Brittany Renner had a little video of PJ Washington picking up his girl and picking up his kid with his wife. And I don't necessarily want to talk about them because we have a relatable situation where back in the day I used to go pick up my daughter and I used to pick her up from her mother's boyfriend, and I used to bring you with me. And sometimes it was volatile, sometimes it wasn't. Most of the time it wasn't, but sometimes it was. It was, a little bit of back and forth. How did you feel in those moments? Like, did you feel like you should have went, or you should have not been there? You think that you not being there would have made it better? Do you think, even on the other side, if I sent you to drop off my daughter, is that wrong? Like her mom sending her man at the time to drop off my daughter, was that wrong?
So, like, let's answer the first question. I felt like me being there for more than anything was for you. Mm-hmm. Did
you want to be there? Or was it like I'm here because he asked me to be
there? Yeah, I wanted to be there because you wanted me to be there, and I wanted to be there in case, like, just to be your venting board if needed, your sounding board for your safety, because during that time you were still a fugitive. God forbid something happened. Like, so that was the thing. Like, I felt like your emotional protector, physical protector if needed, but more than anything, like, I'm here as your homie. Like, mm-hmm. I'm here for you. So, because I knew, again, sometimes it could, be an unpleasant situation. So you having to drive back, talk, by yourself or whatever the situation may have been. So that was that. I didn't care about what anybody else thought. I was there because you wanted me there. And if you felt like, no, I'm gonna do this by myself, okay, I probably would have just been nervous, like waiting for you to get back, but I wouldn't have been upset that you don't want me to go. Now I do think it was, especially because of the nature of the relationship at the time. But in hindsight, you tend to give people grace. I don't know what she was dealing with. Maybe the guy was aggressive and saying, I'll take her, something like that. Maybe it wasn't her choice. I don't know. If it was, I do feel like there was a level of disrespect. And I felt like it would have been the same if you asked me, like, can you go take my... Just imagine that. Her man and your woman showing up to exchange the kid. Like, mm-hmm. Well, what we doing here? Right. She would have blown a gasket if he was like, yo, I came to get his girl brought her. that wouldn't have been acceptable. I don't think
so either.
Yeah, so I mean, I do think it was disrespectful, but in hindsight, it could have been a situation that was out of her control, and maybe it's just me giving somebody the benefit of the doubt. It could have just been disrespect. Who knows? But I don't think it was cool. Yeah, especially because it wasn't an established relationship. If it was like, something where it was more of a cordial, blended kind of thing, I salute, but that wasn't the case.
Right, at the time, it was not the case.
Yeah.
But I never really asked you how you felt about like whether you should have been there or whether you wanted to be there or not.
I don't.
Like, I know you was there because I asked you to be, but if I didn't ask you, would you have been like, all right, I'm cool, I'm just chilling home. Like, I'll see you when you get back.
I think I would have been cool with that because I would have known you're not doing anything to like be disrespectful to me. I would have trusted that you thought that that was best. Whether you were right, wrong, indifferent, who am I to tell you how to maneuver with your child? But, I felt like I should have been there because you wanted me to be there. Yeah.
Internet shit. A lot of snitching going on in Atlanta. We ain't got to get into who's snitching, but is snitching commonplace now?
I think it's always been more common than we know, than people acknowledge. I think the common dialogue has been no snitching, but please believe when people getting in trouble, it ain't a lot of people that's sticking to that. It is not a lot of people that's sticking to that. We know people that did crime all their life and they never went to jail, and you be like, was they a CI?
Yeah, it makes you think. It made me think when I heard about this internet shit and then down in Atlanta and a whole bunch of people telling, and some of the quote unquote toughest and high ranking people. You're like, wow, like you're just talking like that. Like, I thought the code was no information given. At least that's what I was raised on. Like, you don't talk, you just ask for an attorney or something, or don't say anything, but you don't make deals, and you don't backdoor, you definitely don't give the cops your phone number. That's just out of control.
Let me just say this. Sorry to interrupt, but I do mean to interrupt. My husband showed me, or not that he didn't already have my respect, but he showed me the highest level of street code adherence than I ever was privy to witness. When we were going, this was summer of 2020, June, July of 2020, when we was going through, gaining his freedom with the lawyer. And being a fly on the wall, well, actually being in the room and sitting there and being privy to conversations of information that I wasn't completely privy to before, and hearing him like, I don't know the names. I don't remember. Nope, I don't remember their name. Like, I don't know who that was. Nah, I wasn't nobody that. It was just like, for me, like, I salute. And I remember him like, you are, like, leaning over to me like, you are. I was like, I'm good. I think just because of the exposure to hearing information that I hadn't heard before. But it was like, no matter what he said about himself, he ain't know nobody else. He don't remember a name. He don't remember who was there. He don't remember, what they look like. He don't know nothing. And it was like, well, goddamn. Like,
I mean,
that's and I can imagine there's a lot of people who talk that, who get in rooms that they think nobody else will ever know what they're saying in these rooms, and the conversation don't go the same.
No, it don't. And just thinking about our own neighborhood, I could think of 5 people right off the back, like you said, that was being locked up all the time and always getting out.
Or people that were never locked up.
People that were never locked up. But I'm just saying that probably 3 people that I know was taken away in cuffs and a half hour later be back out. And I seen that happen 3 times in a month. And they'd be like, how the fuck did you get out like so fast again? Like, what the fuck? Like, you got bail that quick? And it's like, say some dumb shit like, yeah, or they drove me to the park and let me go. They made me walk. And it's like, when you in it, you in it. But 25 years later, you thinking, might have went to the park and said something. Mm. Got let out, gave some information up.
Yeah.
Third grade. The Drewski skit. Went to NASCAR, dressed up as a white American who loves America, hillbilly overalls on, makeup, sunburn on the shoulders and face, and nobody knew that he was a black guy. Gave people hugs, sat with people, grandmothers. People smoked cigarettes out of his hand. Like, nobody knew he was a black guy acting.
You know what it exposes
this dude's
for
on
me.
A different level with skits.
Yes,
it exposes
level. For me, just the level of how nonsensical it is when, and I'm not saying these white people under any other auspices would have had a problem knowing if he was a black man, but when you do see white people that fit this stereotype, and it's like, they don't get along, they don't like black people for whatever their reasons are, and it's like, you don't even know. And he did look like a white man, but I mean, there were certain things. I don't think in reverse a white person can pull that off in a black crowd.
Again, the basis of this was he got a lot of backlash because a lot of white people were in the comments saying, "Oh, cool, blackface is cool now," and it was like, "Hey, man, there is a thing called blackface that is a direct disrespect to black people, but there's nothing called whiteface. That's just acting. Like, there's no history of whiteface, so you can't say." Just because there was a black face, there's got to be a white face. Yeah,
it's almost like
it's not a double standard. Y'all don't have it, so stop trying to get it.
Yeah, and it's almost like seeing a noose or something. Like I remember there's a situation where there was like a noose at a job site, and people were saying
made out of an extension cord.
Yeah, they were using it for something else, and it's like when there is history attached to something, then. Everything don't have to be fair. The fact that there's history attached to blackface, you can't do blackface.
Right.
The Asian people, I don't think he got any, because he did a similar skit where he acted as in for any black woman who go to the Asian nail salons, you know how on point his act. I had to make sure at first. I'm like, who is this fat Asian man? I'm like, oh, this is him. Yeah. And I don't think it was any backlash. It was, because he was in the other Asians that worked there knew who he was. So they were in on it, and he did an amazing job. This also makes me think about old school Eddie Murphy in Coming to America when he played all those roles. Martin, the roles that he played on Martin's show. Even Eddie Murphy again in Norbit. Like, somebody need to get this man a career.
Back in 1989, and they didn't get no backlash. Yeah. He played the Jewish guy in the barbershop. Yeah, the old man. So he didn't get backlash for that. I think Drewski's skits, if he did something disrespectful or racist, I could see it. He was just having fun. Yeah. That's all it was. It was like lighthearted satire and comedy. So I'm cool with that as long as he wasn't doing anything disrespectful or racist.
Yeah. And white people, you can't do what we do because we haven't done what y'all did.
Exactly. So y'all don't have there's no white face. You can't do it.
Y'all history have exempted, and I know it may not have been you or your parents, but it could have been your great grandparents, or it could have been your great great uncle. But the history of your people have made you exempt from being able to carry out some of the things that we do. Facts is facts.
And then on that, it's a wrap. Act 2 the podcast, episode 242 coming to a close. It is your boy International Walt with the.
It's your girl Tasha, co-host with the mostest.
I hope y'all like the show. Keep running up the numbers. We enjoy that. We sitting in paper like crazy over here. If y'all fuck with us, y'all fuck with us.
If you don't, you should.
Peace. Thank you.